Today, we're going to be ranking every ruler in merge tactics from worst to best. Starting at number 6, we have the Goblin Queen. The Goblin Queen is not very good right now because it is just very hard for her to get kills. And because her ability grants her a % chance of dropping a goblin with every kill, it's obviously going to be really hard to get goblins because you won't be getting as many kills, but we will still be trying to play optimally with the Goblin Queen. You'd still play with the Goblin Queen optimally and still climb up, but you won't be as effective as some of the other rulers at the top of the list here. We do get a Spear Goblin though, which is pretty good. I would say let's go for the Goblin Machine here just to get that double Goblin plus the Brutalist trait. And here we are going to get double Goblins, so we're actually going to get that guaranteed Goblin. And if we get a kill or two, maybe we'll have a pretty decent chance of dropping another Goblin, so that should be pretty good. But the problem is you only get a 33% chance, so even there, we killed 3 enemies. We didn't get a single drop, so in a lot of cases, you just don't really get as many drops, even if you do pretty much everything right. We have the double Goblin trait for that Goblin boost. So nice, we actually get a Goblin from that kill. We also have the double Brutus. We have so many good traits. And we get another Goblin, so that is super good. I think we should try to build around the Dark Goblin. That'll probably be really good because, I mean, we should probably be getting a lot of Dark Goblins from this. Our comp is pretty decent right now, but this guy does have the 2-star Wizard, 2-star Prince, which is going to be a bit troublesome, but we get another Spear Goblin, which is pretty good, but we want the Dark Goblin. We don't want the Spear Goblin. We are going to get a 3-star Spear Goblin, so at this point, I feel like we kind of just have to build around that. I think it is probably going to be a bit too late, but I think what I will probably do here is I think I'll probably go for the 4 Blasters here because we already have a lot of Blasters, and we are set up pretty decently for this comp, so I think I'll probably just keep cycling, try to go for the max Blasters here. And we are against an Echo Sage, so this is going to be pretty interesting. We have the 4 Blasters, our damage should be pretty good. We do get another merch. We don't get any, we're not getting any Dark Goblins, man. That is a bit annoying. Did they like remove that or something? Either way, though, let's continue cycling for those Blasters. We honestly might even be able to get a 4-star Dark Goblin. I feel like that's probably worth investing in. We have the richer and richer modifier, so we can waste a bit of Elixir. We can afford to waste a bit of Elixir here. But we do get a 3-star Battle Machine, or not a Battle Machine, the Goblin Machine. So we're going to go for that. We're also going to go for that 3-star Princess. And somehow, even with the worst ruler, if you play it well, you could still consistently climb and get to Diamond for sure. She just won't be as consistent as some of the other rulers, but you can absolutely still get to Diamond and beyond with the Goblin Queen. Up next, the Echo Sage is the second worst ruler. Because the Echo Sage's ability is directly tied to the Echo Sage performance is going to be pretty much based on whether the Echo is good or not, and I just don't think the Echo is in the best spot right now. I don't think the Echo is very good because the Echo honestly just takes way too long to charge his ability up, meaning that in a lot of cases you just don't really get a high level Echo, and that just makes the Echo incredibly inconsistent. Let's go for I would say the Electro Giant here, and then I would say let's go for let's go for the Valkyrie. Just try to stall for a bit, give our Echo maybe a chance to actually get in the hidden. But the whole strategy with playing the Echo is you basically just want to stall out the early game rounds, or just really every round in general, and just try to have your Echo get her ability off. If you get the Echo's ability off, that's a success. Boom. I would take that as a success. We're going to take 4 damage, but if I get one more shot, we get the 3-star Echo. That's the whole flaw with the Echoes. You kind of just need a high-level Echo, and if you don't really get it, you're kind of cooked here. We just need one more hit for this 3-star Echo, and I would say after you get a 3-star Echo, you're actually in a pretty good spot. So once you get that 3-star Echo, you're in a much better spot, but even so, if you're facing like the Spirit Empress, for example, who just literally has infinite Elixir, you're still kind of screwed here, but we do get a 3-star Echo. That's going to be really good. Can we take out this Executioner as well? Nice! But the problem here is that now we need, what, 3 more charges to take down, or to get that 4-star, so that's obviously going to be pretty hard to get. But the good part now is that our cooldown, as you can see, is only 6 seconds, so it's obviously going to take a lot less time to get a shot, so hopefully we even get a shot in this game. Nice, we actually get a shot, and that's super good. Now we only need 2 more hits. I think a 4-star Echo is actually pretty realistic in this case. So even though I don't think the Echo is the best ruler around, you can definitely still climb with the Echo Sage, definitely to Diamond. Once you get to Diamond and you start facing a lot of good players, that's when it's going to get a bit difficult, but you can for sure climb to Diamond at least. And unfortunately, in this case, we are facing an Empress player, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. We have a 3-star Echo, but we're facing like a busted comp we can't really do anything about, so in those cases, it's going to be extremely hard. I would say though, let's go for the full Brutalist. We just need the Skeleton King. Perfect, get the Skeleton King there. I think I probably will sell these two guys, upgrade that Skeleton King. Maybe go for the Musketeer here. Let's go for the Wizard as well. And I think I might just go for Princess just for now. But actually, we're facing the dead guy really quickly. So I think what I'll probably do here is I will try to maybe get one hit off. I don't want to die though since we're at 1 HP. But a really good tip is when you're facing the dead guy, you can try to farm your Echo ability off. So my goal is try to get at least one hidden. I didn't want to go too overboard though, because I could just fully lose a round. And we do get a 4-star Echo Sage. So we'll see how the 4-star Echo goes against the Empress player here. So I think we'll go for the Skeleton King there. That's really all I could do in this case. I think we could maybe... Yeah, let's go for the P.E.K.K.A here, and then maybe I can get the Barbarian here. That'll be the ideal final card to get here, I would say. Let's probably sell the Goblin Machine, go for that guy. And I will try to go for a Barbarian as my final card here, if I can maybe do that. Nice, we get a 3-star P.E.K.K.A though, that's really huge. Unfortunately though, we are up against Assassins, so this is going to be a bit of a problem. And my Echo, unfortunately, dies. Like, that is just crazy. The 4-star Echo just instantly gets melted like that. The placement wasn't good, but even so, you could still see that this comp obviously just completely diffs ours. Coming in at 4th place, we have the Battle Machine. Again, I feel like the Battle Machine is just not very consistent. What you'll notice is in a lot of cases, if we get the immunity tile, troop on this tile becomes immune to damage. I think I'll probably go for the Mega Knight here, and we do get an Inferno tower, which is pretty good. But what you'll notice with a lot of these lower ranking rulers is that they're just not as consistent. And that's obviously not very good because you want a consistent ruler to climb. And the Battle Machine is no exception because you don't really get much elixir. And what's even worse than that is that the buildings are completely RNG. You can get a really good building, it can be set up pretty decently, or you could get like a useless building for that star level and you're kind of screwed. But for now, our Mega Knight does have the immunity tile. His Witch also has the immunity tile, which is gonna tank for our Inferno Tower and our Mega Knight here, but I do think we might have a chance. I mean, we have the Ace buff on our Mega Knight. I think we do win this for sure, but your best goal with the Battle Machine is to just try to play for Goblins and Clan, I would say, for the 5 cards, and basically just try to build the Clash of Clans base. That's the entire premise of the Battle Machine here. So that's what we're gonna do here. Let's go for the Witch, and we've run out of Elixir. And now we're honestly in a bad spot because we only got expensive troops. We got 0 Goblins. This guy somehow got a 3-star Goblin, and I didn't see a single Goblin in my life. But it's not too bad because we have the immunity tile, which is going to stall for our Expo here. So this, I would say this modifier is actually really good with the Battle Machine because you can actually stall for your other buildings. But this is an example of one of the problems with the Battle Machine is that you don't really generate elixir. So if you don't get a good shop, then you're kind of screwed. I will say though, our position right now is not too bad. I think the modifier is good for us. We have the immunity tile. That's basically giving our Expo a free like half charge. And the Expo is one of the best. I would say the Expo is the best building because look at that value it gets. Now let's upgrade this Mega Knight here. Let's go. We actually get the Tesla. The Tesla is actually pretty good. Let's try to get a better comp though. I'll probably sell the Princess here. And I don't think I'm going to sell the RG because then we merge the Princess and we don't really get anything else. But it definitely helps that we're not going against good players at all. Because we're still at like 1,700 trophies. I mean, 1,700 is not too bad given the fact that it's still early season. But you can still climb with the Battle Machine for sure. Like all these rulers, you can definitely climb to Diamond. Can you get to top 100? That's a different story. But you can still climb with the Battle Machine. He's just not going to be as consistent. And yeah, we're going to take this guy out. And all we have left is the King player to face. I think what I'll do here is let's go for the Princess. And I think I'll sell. I want to try to go for a bit tankier comps just so I can sort of protect my Expo more here. And hopefully we get a bit more Expo value. So that's what I'm going to do here. I think I'll try to go for full Brawlers. Let's put this Barbarian in here. And then if we can get the P.E.K.K.A, that would be really good for us. Unfortunately, we don't get the P.E.K.K.A, but that's probably because this guy's also running Brawlers. But our Tesla is getting pretty decent value. Unfortunately, it does get sniped down. But as you can see, I don't know. Our Expo really has to charge up here to get some value. But even so, we just don't win this round. I think my best bet to win this game is I really just need my Expo to really just pop off here. And for that, I need to get the P.E.K.K.A for the full Brawler trait. And he shouldn't have it either because he only has a 2-star P.E.K.K.A. So I'm not sure why we're not getting it. Either way, let's try once more. He has the full Brawlers, but I did place an E-Giant in there to hopefully tank for the Princess. And our best bet is really just for the Expo to go off here. But I just don't really think we can win this because we're just getting overpowered right now. We really can't do much. Anyways, though, I tried to pivot to full Brutalist, just try to do everything I can here. We do get the 4-star Mortar, so hopefully that actually helps. I don't know, man. This is going to be close. I don't really think we have it, though, either way. I mean, even if you get a 4-star building, it can be pretty underwhelming. Actually, we might honestly win. It's going to be really close here. Can our Mortar clutch? Oh, it's actually out of the range. So unfortunately, we barely lose, but that's what I mean. You just get overpowered. In a lot of cases, you can't really do anything. Next up, the king is the third best ruler. So I was actually really conflicted here between the king and the Elixir Lung here. But what really drove me over the fence is apparently last season, only 2 king players finished in the top 100, whereas like 10 Lungs finished in the top 100. So that's kind of why the king is third and the Lung is either first or second. I was really debating between the Empress as well. But either way, though, we do get a lot of Elixir. That's why the king is just so good. You get so much consistent Elixir here. And we also get a 3-star Goblin. See, there's a massive difference between the other rulers and the king here because obviously you're just getting so much consistent Elixir. But I think I will just put in this Goblin and hopefully maybe we can lose another round. I don't think we will lose by that much. So if we lose here, that's honestly pretty good. And I think perfect. We take 2 damage. That's completely calculated, and now I'm probably just going to go... Let's see, let's put in the Executioner here. Let's go Barbarian here. We could sell this dude. Let's put in that guy. Let's go for the Prince as well. Let's go Queen. And yeah, we're just getting so much Elixir. This is just actually really crazy here. Let's go for the Mega Knight instead, and I think I'll just put in the Wizard here, and we have a really good start. Let's just get the Mortar in here like so. And we just already have so much Elixir because we lost twice. So we're already just set up pretty much guaranteed. So the king is really consistent. But the reason why the king is worse than the Empress and the Lung is because he's consistent, but he's consistently decent. With the Empress, you can sort of be like fairly consistently really good. With the Lung as well, you have that extra team size, which is super good. But that's where the king falls behind. When he's against when he's against the Empress, he just really falls short. So that's why he's third place here. But anyways, guys, let's try to go for the P.E.K.K.A if we can. The P.E.K.K.A is the final card that we need here. I would say let's try to go... I really just need that P.E.K.K.A, to be honest, as our final card here. So that was a bit risky, but our comp right now is kind of bad. So let's go for the Mega Knight and P.E.K.K.A. Perfect. I would say... We can go for blasters right now. Let's go for blasters here. Let's go for that variant. But the good thing with King is we still have 9 HP, so we can afford like 1 or 2 losses. Get that extra chunk of Elixir. So we're honestly in a pretty good spot right now. And our Mega Knight is probably going to jump here and go crazy. But we're in for a long game here because our opponent still has 10 HP. So it's going to be pretty long. But I think we do lose here, fortunately. So we take 4 damage, but we're going to get so much more Elixir here. We get 5 Elixir. Could be better, to be honest. But let's go for the Bandit here. Hopefully we get, you know, a bit more stuff here. Let's do this. Hopefully we get a bit more merges, and we don't really get much, but I think I kind of just want to force, and we do get a 3-star Prince, which is super good. So our comp is a bit more upgraded. That's the good thing with the king. Every time you lose, your comp does get a bit better. So you can consistently just get Elixir every single game. So we do take this guy out, I'm pretty sure. We do 5 damage. That's not too bad. This guy's at about half HP now. But the important thing I need to do is really just block this guy's Valkyrie. Perfect. And we also need to block his queen. I'm just going to sell that because the queen is just more problematic. We do block the queen there, so I'm probably just going to stick to it. But the problem is he just got his 3-star Spirit Goblin. We can afford to take 1 more loss here, and we're going to be in a pretty good spot here. Our Mega Knight does jump. Our Prince locks onto the Spirit Goblin. This is pretty good. Honestly, we might win, but I don't think we take him out here, actually. Actually, we do take him out. Let's go. We actually get the dub very quickly. Next up, the second best ruler in Merge Tactics is the Elixir Lung. Or Lung. I don't really know how to pronounce his name, but we do get the big bucks. But essentially with the Lung, basically the strategy is you just want to abuse that extra team size. That's pretty much all you do. Basically, just try to abuse that extra team size. Try to survive as much as you can. And the Lung is pretty consistent because you can actually take out a lot of people with that additional team slot. But either way, though, let's go for the Wizard here and the Princess. This should be pretty decent. I think I might switch out the Barb here, and we do get an additional trait. And the reason the Lung is number 2 is because obviously he's very good. You can consistently win with that extra team size. But why he's not number 1 over, as you might have guessed, the Empress, the only ruler left, is just because the Empress has just been so much better recently because the card pool has gotten a bit smaller, and the modifiers have been pretty good for the Empress, meaning that the Empress can consistently get a lot of value here. So let's go for the double Goblin as well. Pretty good. And as you can see, our levels aren't too good. We have a lot of 1-stars, but this is still super effective because that extra team slot, that gives you an extra trade potentially. There's some extra firepower to work with, and that guy is on 1 HP, so that's really good. The only other Lung player here, so let's go for the Bandit, I would say. And we could honestly upgrade the Wizard here. We are up against a Battle Machine here, though. Pretty interesting. Our Wizard gets a lot of splash damage, which is super good. Unfortunately, though, it looks like our front line's kind of dying. My placement was a bit bad. I kind of forgot to change it since the last round here. So I think we're unfortunately going to lose. But we only take like 2 damage. That's like nothing, so we're fine. I think what I will do is I'll go for the Queen here, and we can go for full clan. So we're honestly in a really good spot here. Let's go RG. Let's upgrade that Princess. Maybe if we could find a Prince, that'd be good. I'll actually just sell that. Let's go Prince here. And let's go for RG again. Another RG. Let's go P.E.K.K.A here. And this is pretty good. We have 3 Brawlers. Not bad. So I think what I'll do here is I'll probably go full Brawler, full Clan, just because we're set up really well. I just have to sell that Bandit and go for a Mega Knight instead. But that extra size really goes a long way. And we just completely dust this guy, even though he has a 3-star dart. Actually, what I might do is I might go 4 Blasters, potentially? I think 4 Blasters is probably the play because he has Battle Machine, and look at how clumped up his troops are. Our Blasters are going to get so much value. The Princess and the Wizard get insane splash damage, and all we need left is the Executioner here, but we are just completely mauling this guy right now, man. That's the really good thing about the Lung, is you can actually make 2 full trait comps, and that extra trait goes a long way. That means that the best ruler in the entirety of Merge Tactics is the Spirit Empress. Now, the Spirit Empress is my personal favorite and the best, commonly regarded as the best by a lot of other players, because you can just consistently just get pretty much infinite elixir in most of your games, I would say. Because every time you merge and sell a card, obviously you get a net gain of 1 elixir, so you can theoretically get infinite elixir, and in a lot of games, I would say in the majority of games, you can actually achieve this infinite elixir, which makes the Empress so good, because you can just get so many higher star levels than your opponents can. So let's go for that Wizard. Double Clan. Our RNG is not too good, but we can definitely come back. Let's just go Princess here, try to get infinite elixir. Unfortunately, round 3-0 merge is not the best RNG, but I do think we can definitely come back. Let's just hopefully kill the Valkyrie, and we'll only take 4 damage if we do kill the Valkyrie. Unfortunately, I don't think we kill the Valkyrie. Our RNG is pretty bad here, but we could honestly come back because we do get infinite elixir, so let's hope we can do that in this next round. Let's go for the Valkyrie here. And unfortunately, we get nothing again, which is honestly extremely unlucky, but we'll see if we can kind of persevere here. Let's go for this. And now we do get infinite elixir, but it's really just a race against the clock now because, I mean, we just don't have much time. Round 4 first merge is pretty bad, but I think we'd still come back from this if we are fast enough. Let's upgrade that guy. Let's go for the Prince here. Another mini P.E.K.K.A, Executioner. Let's just do this. Put the Xe in for the ace buff as well. We need to go for a full brawler. This is definitely a full brawler game. And see, that's why the Empress is so broken. You could literally just come back in a lot of cases because you have theoretically infinite elixir. So we just completely destroyed this guy. And now let's go for the full brawlers. I think I might go full brawlers plus... Oh, actually, we get a mini P.E.K.K.A. That's really good. I think we need to go for the P.E.K.K.A now, though, as our final brawler. So that would be very nice. Upgrade that Prince one more time. And yeah, we just need to go for the P.E.K.K.A. So hopefully we can actually get that sometime soon. Nice, we get the P.E.K.K.A. That's very good. And for our final card, I'm not really sure what to go for. If Ace, Noble, Brutus, I guess we can go Valkyrie. Yeah, Valkyrie is the optimal trait, so that's really good. And although we are up against a Lung who has that extra team slot, we basically are able to get so much higher level than the Lung that we can still win, even though we have 1 less card. That's what makes the Empress so good. We don't even lose a single card. Now we're up against this guy, though. This guy has very strong backline, so that's going to be a bit problematic for us. Hopefully we can get some 3-stars. I might have to actually pivot towards the Assassins from this comp. So let's try to go for that. We get the 3-star Mega Knight. That's super good. I think I might try to let's just try to survive this round, and maybe I'll try to pivot towards a Golden Knight in the next round. But we do get this guy's Queen with our Prince, so that's very good. Our mini P.E.K.K.A as well is just getting so much damage. A 3 elixir card, but he gets so much heal and so much damage down. We kill the Queen as well, which is super good. But he is about to get a wave of elixir from his King ability, which is not good for us. But compared to him, we have way more elixir. So let's just try to block the cards that he has. Let's go for the Queen. Perfect. We need the Valkyrie and the Electro Giant. Let's go for the Electro Giant here. And let's try to go for the Valkyrie. Those are probably going to be the most problematic cards that we need to get. So as long as we can get those cards, we're honestly going to be in a really good spot here. Just need to go for the Valk if possible here. Unfortunately, we didn't get the Valkyrie, but even so, our comp is just miles ahead of this guy, and we're going to completely destroy this guy. That is why the Spirit Empress is the best ruler in the game, in my opinion, and in a lot of other players' opinions. That's why there's so many, the majority of top 100 players did use the Spirit Empress. But other than that, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be doing a Spirit Empress cosplay at 40k, and I do upload daily merch tactics content. And until then, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.